Cruising the Backroads with Brandy and Gina. Hope everybody is having a good week, a smooth week, and things are going in your favor. Brandy and I are out and about again today, and as you can see, Brandy looks like it's summer and I look like it's fall, and that's because sometimes things happen, and this is take 2 of this episode.
Little technical difficulties.
We had a little technical difficulties. Underneath this black jacket is what I call a superhero uniform that I can't wear during this podcast. Yesterday when we were out and about, we ran into one of those situations. You know how we always say, if you can't find a nice person,
be one?
Well, we ran into a very nice person.
Yes. We were in a restaurant in Paducah. You have to order on one of those kiosks and then go to your table. Gina was about to have a little meltdown.
Just a little bit.
She would rather order with a person. Me, I'm perfectly fine ordering on a kiosk. But she was about to have a little meltdown. I got mine, went over to her. I was like, hey, what'd you get? I got, burger, fries, and a milkshake. And she was like, oh, man, you got a milkshake? I didn't get a milkshake. So she was a little salty. And then they brought out my food and my milkshake with all the little sprinkles. And that made it a little worse.
It did. And the lady said, a birthday cake? And Bertie said, yeah, that's mine. And she handed it off to her, right? And she looks at me and she goes, I've got a chocolate one. She said, is that one yours? And I said, no, it's not. I said, I really, really wanted a milkshake, but I didn't get one. Well, a few minutes goes by, and here comes the lady. Her name was Paula.
Yep.
And she sits down beside me, and she has this little bitty baby milkshake, and it had little bitty baby sprinkles on top of it. It was just like Brandy's, except it was a little bitty baby version. But here's the thing. It was a little bitty baby version milkshake with a whole lot of heart behind it. Paula, what do you think? She was what?
I mean, I feel like she was having a rough day at work.
Yeah.
But she set that aside to brighten your day a little bit.
And that she did.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Paula, for the kindness, and
keep on keeping on, girl.
That's right. Keep on keeping on.
You've got this.
Just like Joe Dirt. Don't keep it on. It's like a garden. Dig it.
While we're doing shout outs, we want to send a shout out to one of my favorite people, Mr. Barkley Hughes.
Yeah, Barkley, man. I tell you what, he showed up out at the Shady Grove Memorial Day event, and he spoke. He was the guest speaker. Mm-hmm. And, I've known Barkley. I mean, I'm going to say I've known him pretty much my whole life. But when I listened to him talk and heard the conviction and compassion in his voice, it went from, hey, I like Barkley to, you know what, I admire this guy.
Yeah.
I admire him, and I appreciate the years of service he has give to our country. And I just appreciate who he is as a human being. It was an awesome time out at Shady Grove. A lot of people from the community turned out. A lot of people provided some great food. It was just community unity at its finest.
Yeah.
So Barkley Hughes, this community and this human appreciates you.
Yeah, Barkley's great.
Yeah, he's a good human.
Love him and his family.
Yep, good human. Speaking of community unity, we want to do a shout out real quick and get it out there. June 14th is the fish fry down at Mattoon Volunteer Fire Department. And I know I'm going to be there. It's going to be a great opportunity to get out and talk with people inside the community, eat some great catfish, and the best thing about it is it supports a good cause.
Yeah. These volunteer fire departments, they show up for us when we're in need. They rely on fundraisers. So let's show up for them, guys.
That's right. They always show up for us. Let's just say if you were like out there, I don't know, catfish noodling, Do you think the volunteer fire department would show up to help somebody? Oh, there's a deer.
Yeah.
I do too. I mean, it's a possibility, but
I mean, if it was a rescue situation,
it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah.
It could. Well, now that we're talking about noodling, it's a trend right now that people are catfish noodling. So the other day, my cousin, Melissa Gillen, shows up at the house and she's talking to me. She goes, I'm just going to tell you now, next weekend, I'm going noodling. And I was like, what? I was like, I don't think you ought to go noodling. At this moment, I had no idea what she was even talking about. I envisioned it to be like that thing you get on and it shoots you up in the air over the water. Well, that's not what it was. Craig explained to me that she wasn't getting shot up in the air. And I was like, but it's the Cannonball Run weekend. I was like, what if she gets run over by a speedboat? And Craig's like, Gina, if there's a speedboat out in that canal, they're seriously lost. I was like, okay. So,
yeah, I wouldn't be worried about getting run over by a boat. It's, going in there and coming out with a snake or a snapping turtle in the end of your arm.
Well, here's the thing is they're in a box, and this box just has it's like a cornhole box is how Melissa explained it to me. And it's got like this horseshoe shaped hole in it, and then it's got like holes on the top of it. And basically, if like a snapping turtle or a, what do you call it? A snake gets in there, they don't have oxygen. They can't breathe. So they don't hang out in there. And then I didn't know this, but a catfish will actually kill a snake. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't know that either, but that goes to tell you that catfish might be a predator.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But anyway, let me tell you about this. You know what you do?
No.
You dive under the water, okay? And then you slam your hand up inside that box. And then your hand grabs that old fish and yanks it out. That's what it is. And let me tell you.
That sounds scary.
You ram it up in there. But listen, Melissa come back. And I saw pictures. She had a cut on her face with blood running down her face. Her arm right here is all bruised up. I mean, I didn't know this. I've known Melissa her whole entire life.
Did she get a fish?
No. But here's the thing about that. She didn't get a fish, but she's going back. I mean,
she looked like that, and she didn't get a fish?
No, I mean, you're not guaranteed to get a fish.
So,
but see, I think it might be that Melissa has little short arms, and I think you got to reach real far in there and come out with it, and I don't think her arm would reach that far. So what's going to happen the next time is these catfish are going to be in there, and they're going to have eggs. Now, that's something I didn't know. Catfish have eggs.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. Anyway, they're going to guard them eggs. So when she slams her arm in there, they're going to get her. That catfish is going to charge her arm. It's going to get her. Yeah. So, I mean, she's like John Wayne. She's like a boss, man. She's got grit. I mean, she's kind of totally bad.
Yeah, that's not for me.
I mean, it's not for me because no matter what they say, I get bit by something I'm not supposed to be bit by. Could possibly even drown trying to hold my breath underwater. Just say it. So anyway, if you're looking to try catfish noodling, maybe you should join Melissa Gillen out there and just go for it. Hit her up, give her some encouraging words, because you know what? Catfish noodling is not for the faint of heart.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, so noodling is definitely not for me or you.
No.
But I do have something that is for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell them all.
The Flamingo Classic.
That's right!
Yeah.
The Flamingo Classic. It is the second annual Flamingo Classic, which is a two-lady golf tournament that is going to be down at Deer Lakes in Salem.
Yep.
And it's on July the 19th.
Shotgun start at 1 o'clock. It's $40 a person. Call Rick Hughes, 270-988-4653.
If you want to have a good time and spend the afternoon with some wonderful people. Grab you a partner, 2 Ladies Scramble, June the 19th, Deer Lakes, the second annual Flamingo Classic. And I'm going to tell you, yesterday, Melissa and we got our matching outfits in. And they're fire. I mean, last year, Melissa got the outfit, and she did a great job. This year, I did it, and Melissa was like, and it was a surprise, right? And Melissa was like, I'm not sure what she might have bought, And she saw it. She was like, this is nice. And I was like, yeah. I mean, we got swag going on for that day.
Okay.
I'm just pretty excited about it. Hope to see as many people as possible to the Flamingo Classic this year. Over the weekend, we had a big time. As you know, we hit the open road with our friends and family and rolled down to Bridgestone Arena to the first ever Music City Rodeo. And I gotta say,
it was fabulous.
It was fabulous. I really enjoyed everything except the calf roping. The calf roping kind of hurt my feelings. I mean,
yeah, there was one guy, he didn't do so well, and then the guys were trying to get the rope off the head of the calf, and
I don't know. I don't consider myself an overly soft person.
Yeah,
but I don't know. But overall, it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah,
and
my favorite was the mutton busting.
I mean, that kid he held on for dear life. He deserved that buckle.
Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't have done that. Yeah. Well, of course, what's those things called? Sheep.
You might be a little big for that.
I mean, I might be a little big. I mean, I'm extra large. But what I'm saying is I mean, I could not have done that at that age. I would have come out with a broken bone. So, way to go, little kid. You did a good job.
But after the rodeo, what did we get to do? We got to see Jelly Roll
in the house, and it was amazing. It was his third sold out show at Bridgestone Arena. Yeah. And the show was great, the music was great, but what I enjoyed the absolute most was when he just stopped the music and started talking about being a kid from Antioch and how blessed his life has turned out. That he never in a million years imagined he would even play to an audience of 500. Yeah. And he's playing to sold out arenas all across the world, 80 stops, sold out shows. I mean,
he goes from sneaking in the back door at Tootsie's and selling mixtapes on Broadway to performing in front of sold out arenas.
I mean, for heaven's sakes, he's performing at Bridgestone Arena to a sold out show, and he owns a restaurant right down there.
Yeah.
I mean, a little kid from Antioch. That goes to show you, never, ever give up on your dreams. Yeah. No matter how much the world is pushing you down, holding you down, you just got to stay focused and give it all you got, because eventually the right person will come along and lift you up. You got to keep your faith. You got to believe in Jesus, and you've just got to keep going.
But one of my favorite things that makes me love Jelly Roll even more is he hasn't forgot, where he came from and situations and stuff. And he donates to a lot of charities. He'll donate food and other supplies to local charities on his tour stops.
Yep.
One of the ones that he has partnered with is Shatterproof, which helps people find resources and support for addiction recovery.
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, like you said, you hit it right on the head. He hasn't forgotten where he came from, and he gives back to people. I mean, people have given him so much, but he in turn is giving back to them. And he's going all over the world the world spreading hope and helping people.
Yeah. Some of the other charities that he has made significant donations to, Wounded Warriors Project, Folds of Honor, the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
NAMI, yep.
And also, what I think is fabulous, he's got that new album coming out, Beautifully Broken.
Yes.
And if you go to his website and pre-order that, 100% of the profit from that album goes to some of those charities, that I previously mentioned. Pre-orders from his website, 100% of the profit.
See, that is amazing. God gave him an opportunity.
Yep.
God gave him an opportunity, and he accepted it and is running with it.
Yep.
And that's amazing. I mean, that's what makes him worthy of what he's been giving.
Yep.
Is what he's doing back in return. So it's awesome.
Yep.
All right, Brandy, we've covered it all today, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so.
And we want to thank you for hanging in with us and just listening to us as we cruise around and talk about stuff. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I hope you feel blessed and appreciated, because I know we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We do. Everybody, if you can't find a nice person,
be one.
peace out.
See ya.
Bye.